and welcome back to Factorio. Last time in Factorio, we were doing some stuff, and now we have some copper coming in, actually a lot of it. And before we hit another roadblock, I'm gonna have to do some other stuff. Mostly, I have to get more purple signs going. Also, I'm gonna have to go back for some more belts and stuff. Anyways, so while we're here, I should go down here and actually get a bunch of inserters, because that's, like, the one thing I'm always out of. That and power poles, and I guess roboports now as well. Where are some roboports? Up here. And, thankfully I built a lovely little place where I can get all the inserters. I don't have any stack ones, sadly. Well, stack ones, but you know, the OP ones. The endgame ones from Gleba. What's funny is that if you want a fully optimally working factory, you need everything, right? You need, like, things from every single planet. You need the inserters from Gleba, you need the electromagnetic plant. We would need cryo plants from Aquila. Well, we can do that later. You know, we don't have everything that's super OP. We can finally try using these guys. And I think I'm gonna start doing work on the purple science over here. I don't know how much it'll be. Can I make some? No, I can only make this science in it. Okay. So yeah, only made in the assembler. So let's try it out. Same thing we did before. So, purple science, with one speed 3 and a bunch of speed 2s, right? Prod 2s, yeah. 0.25, and it needs 007 of those. And one of them is productivity 1, which if I make it with all prod 2s, which we can't. So I'm gonna then optimize it for speed. 0.25, 0.07. So that would be, so if it's 007, so 2.5 divided by 0.7, that's 3.5, which means that 2 of these would be able to run 7, I think. So let's see. 0.25 times 7 is 1.75. No, sorry, 0.07 times 7 is 0.49. Yeah, and this is 0. Yeah. So we got that one. Then, let me try that again. This time with furnaces, which we also can't insert other modules into. And it's 0.75 for this. Okay, that's 0.5. I'm gonna use this as well. So we can have 2 of these and 1 of these. Okay, that makes my job a little bit easier. And then I'll want 1 of these and, where's the rail? So yeah, 1 of these uses 2.14, and this one makes, well, normally it makes 5, right? So 0.25, sorry, 2.14 times 7 would mean we would need 15. And with all of these, it's actually 15. Okay. What a busted ratio in a positive way. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. Oh, these guys want me to, we don't need that. So, we're gonna take the 7 guys we have here and move them. We can't even, okay. Let me take it to a treeless place. Like up there. So if I want one of these guys, I'm gonna need steel. I'm gonna need stone. We'll see. These guys also need 4 resources, so I could copy this sort of design where there's something like this going on. I'll make it this time so that all of them are requesting them on opposite sides. That should help, like, spread out the load. Yeah, so, because it's gonna be 3, maybe we can have the rails be over here. Because the rails will need iron sticks. Which can be made, here. Though there's gonna be annoying due to the, other stuff. But yeah, then we're gonna have... okay. 2 of these guys over here. Actually, no, we'll move that back. Because, for this, all you'll really need is, like, well, that. And then, you know, this. No, yeah, this would be, then up here, you would... No, like this. Okay, we'll have an extra 1 block gap. Have it your way. But no. We can have it this way, where you have this. Well, this makes 15 per second. Hold on. No. We need, like... these guys. Okay. So then over here we can have the items pass through, like the this only actually yeah, this only makes 5 per second, so yeah, we'll need to have a bit of a gap maybe, or maybe not. No, have it like this for the, steel and sticks. Then, I'll have it up there for the other stuff. Wait, no, we should be doing this in the other way, due to, you know, that being over there. But, here's the idea. So this will have, yeah, steel and stone. The sticks will be gathering stuff from the, and yeah, we should really be powering this already. And, how much do one of these need? 30 rails? Let's just use these guys, then. Okay. So now that we have this, these guys can pull stuff from a belt which has iron on it. And simultaneously, this guy right over here can also pull the steel off of that belt, and if this belt is gonna have iron on it, it should also have, you know, the other stuff on it. Right? So then this one will toss stuff on that side. Yeah, bricks and advanced circuits. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah. So we can have the green and normal circuit. No, we can have, yeah, the green circuits come up here. Then we can have the, because that's gonna throw it on that side of the belt. Let me move you. Let me put down, like, something here. Yeah, and that is great. So here's the question now. We're gonna have to, like, get copper from somewhere else, and we're gonna get iron down here. Which we could then... Yeah. Iron. Like that. Now comes the question of how do we set this stuff up here? Because I have a feeling, right, if we would, for instance, take this, we would already need copper wire. Wait a minute. Can I brought these guys. What can I make in them? .25, 0.35. No, these are too big for that, but they won't be too big for this. Because if we can have a few of these, right, we can just maybe have one to make the wires. First of all, though, we'll want just one for these guys. Because these only need 2.5 each. So, okay, in total, let me think about it this way. In total, we need 1.5, so we need 3? We need 5.5 red wires. 0.3 times, okay, yeah. Times, sorry, 5 divided by 0.3, we would need 16 of these. For, 0.3 per second, yeah. Well, let's do it. It's gonna be a stupidly long blade. But it's gonna be fine. Just if I can maybe remove the damn trees. Hate them so much. Wait, it's actually 17. Okay, so now that we have 17 of those guys... we'll also need to consider that we need some wires and stuff. And we need exactly... Oh, yeah, okay. So what we'll need is, 27... Okay, wait. We'll have to have this one belt carrying stuff down, right? And up. Which will mean that on this belt will be the stuff like, you know... Which means we'll also need, like, a plastic belt. Which will mean that this can be the iron belt, and, Yeah, this can be the plastic belt. Which will also carry... Oh yeah, but it would also need copper wires. And plastic, so no. The iron belt will just head up there alone. This makes... This is really stupid. Hold on. I'm just gonna remove this and have the iron come in two places, okay? Seems a lot more sensible. Okay. And now that we've accomplished that, we need a bit of space for the other stuff, such as here we'll want, like, the copper... What do we need the least of? Yeah, sure, whatever. So we'll have the... How much does... Let me see, hold on. Make normal stuff. How much... Even like this, one of them makes 3.6, and we have... 17 times 0.33. We need 5.61, so we need 2 of these. Okay. Yeah, this needs 6 wires per second, so... What I'm gonna do... I'm gonna add this guy over here, which only allows this to pass through. Is this dumb? Well, if it works, it's not dumb. And this is free space, right? Yeah. So then, this is gonna be where the iron, like, top iron will split off. And this is gonna be where the top copper will split off. And, top plastic. Actually, no, this will be for the plastic. Okay, wait, if I'll have to move that by 1, because if I do this, this then helps me a lot. Okay, and, then this can continue. Now, how much is one of you? 7.2, we need 12, okay, 0.66 times 17 plus 12, we need 23, divided by 7.2, we need 4 of them. This is the stupidest blade I've made in a while. For those who don't know, I came up with this when I was doing Bob Angels, and the idea is to just have, like, an easily tieable design where you can just, like, connect multiple of them together. It's really annoying and stupid to build, but it does function. Okay. So, I'll just do this. Yeah, 7.2 per second. I'll, add these guys. They're not... Wait, are they even necessary? If it's 7.2... Well, it is kind of gonna be, because, you know, over here, and then... Went AFK without pausing the game. Whatever. So, slight problem. How do I do this without it, Okay, yeah. Okay, let's think. First of all, I can do that, and then... I can try not to be a smartass about it and do it elsewhere. I'll do that. Let's see. Over here, maybe? If I do this... Yeah, and then I'll just have to make sure... First of all, yeah, I'll have to move this up one more. Thankfully, this gives us quite a lot of room to maneuver, considering how long the turbos are. How do we... maybe like this, and then... No. We do it like this. Yeah, and then... Some call it insanity, I call it Factorio. Okay, here we have space to reorient the belt. Right after I power this whole mess. Yeah, the idea is now we have this giant long blade, which should all work. We'll see. Haven't tested it yet. It's probably a bad idea, but, you know, that's how we roll here. So, let's see. Festival Platform Beta, what are you collecting? Nothing. Okay, it's fine. The 40 things will eventually build themselves, I assume. How much power do we have now? Oh, yeah. Now the solar panels are actually, like, bottoming... You know, they're not fully even being used. But that does mean that I think in some places, yeah, when a bunch of them are placed at once, power demand really spikes. Would be funny to shut off, because it's really easy for me to disconnect the entire reactor array and then have the entire thing be plunged into a solar-only spiral, but I'm not gonna do that. So, copper wire comes down the belt on this side, and then... Which side do we need it to be on? It's on the right side, and when it goes over here... Yeah, it needs to be on this side. Yeah, that should be fine. So this is gonna be where we're gonna be... I'm just gonna, like, yeah. Copper is gonna go up there. So we'll do copper first. Copper is, along with all the other ones, actually, pretty far down here. Nope, fuck. There's no more space there, even. Come in, copper, come in. Where's the copper? Should be, coming up, right? Yeah. It feels slow due to the distance, but then once it arrives... Wow, ain't it fast? Okay. So you see it's ready, and then... The plants power up. It starts collecting. Yeah, this goes down there, and this goes over there. So next up, I'm gonna want the iron. Wait, oh my god. I'm gonna have to, do the same thing here. Okay. And now we need the third one, which is plastic, which is over here on this side. Okay. Then for over here, this one will need... Okay, so it's gonna be iron and bricks on this one. Bricks are down there. And iron's up here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, this needs steel. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, bricks are gonna be in this one, because that one needs multiple quick things. So, yeah. You gotta be shitting me. Come on, let me pick this stuff up again. How is... There are so many construction bots. Not one of them is here. Okay, we have this now. Okay, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. This is already starting work. So now all we need is steel. Which is down here. No! Why? Why? Why have you failed me, automatic thingamajig? Come on. It's supposed to be automatic. It's supposed to function. Apparently not. Okay, now it's functioning. Okay, and finished. There we go. Once that's done, then the other two should be ready. Yeah, there we go. Gonna disconnect this and reconnect it down here. Man, why did I build these two blades over here when I could have built them over there? I kind of want to move them, but we'll see. Oh, wait, no. This is the stupidest perfect ratio one so far. But hey, it works. We'll place it a few times, I guess. Let's do it 3 times. Sure, why not? Oh yeah, I should also, Now, you may be wondering why am I doing it this way, and the answer is, Joker troll face. How much of this do I even get per second on one of them? 0.25 times 7. Wow, that's kind of shit, honestly, but... Per second. Into a personal database. But yeah, how to save... B, to bring up blueprints. My blueprints, okay. Okay, that should work. No, it has to be on this side. That side's already taken. Fuck. Happened again. Now, wait a minute. This is where I can use this side finally, because some of the other ones aren't. Yeah. I could technically use the middle, but I don't wanna. Yeah, this is where the other science thingy is going already, so... Huh. Yeah, we may as well follow it. Okay, it is working. There we go. So now... Yeah, that should be going up again. Yeah, worker robot speed requires a lot of these guys, but it's fine. You know what? Yeah, there's so much spoilage on the belt. Because these guys will take anything that spoils out of them, and these guys will take... Yeah. It's an okay system. Doesn't matter. So we have done 3 of the... Well, basically 2 of the problematic sciences. I guess this one's also gonna be a little problematic, but, like, not that much. We can hit P to see, like, which one is being made in which quantities, and, yeah, because all of them are being consumed at the same rate. So far, we're making more of this guy than we're consuming more of this guy. Way more of this guy. I guess, no, let's go into a 1-minute interval, right? 200 per minute. Oh, that's interesting. Basically, all the other sciences are being consumed at a reduced rate. Yeah, sure. These guys are running at 200, but this one's only being produced at a... yeah, at about a... Oh my god, you can see how they build up and then drop off. Let's go per second. They're all hovering around 20, but this one, yeah, they're not being produced fast enough. None of them. None of them, except... Again, on a 1-minute interval, 100, well, 200 are being consumed, but only 114 are being made. 135 now, a little bit. 300 of those, though. I guess we'll see if it's fast enough or not. Oh, because there's... Yeah, because this is seized up. There's no more room. If I go to Fulgora, what is the maximum capacity? Yeah, this hasn't been making any science in ages, man. In the last 10 hours, it was... Yeah. It can make a decent amount per minute, I guess. What matters is that you have a big buffer, because if you don't, yeah, that's when the problems begin. But yeah, now the Fulgora ship is actually doing stuff. And, Fulgora, how is your one job going? Last minute. 10 minutes. 1 hour. It has not made a single one of them. Well, it has none of those. Why not? Zero in storage. Okay. Then go to Vulcanus until until all requests are satisfied. Give me the fuck, what's it called again? Give me, like, a bunch of... We'll pick up 200 accumulators. Let's do 300 from Vulcanus. We don't need that. That was before when I didn't know how it worked. Okay, yeah. We'll now have that, and then when we go to Fulgora... we will, request... Wait a minute. Yeah, so now here we will request to have at least like 500 of these in here. That should help. Oh yeah, this is dead because there are no batteries. There are no batteries because this entire thing has deadlocked. Because there is too much of this stuff we aren't using. I'm just gonna tell them to, like, move it somewhere else. It doesn't matter. There we go. How are you holding up? Okay, in the last 10 minutes... In the last minute, okay, but generally, yeah, you've been working, with quite a few of these guys, per minute. I only need you, yeah. That's weird. Oh, that's why you've been making such few amounts of calcite per minute. Because you're full on calcite and you can't make any more. Okay. We are now pegged at 100% power. Yeah, the Fulgora ship's waiting. Wait, do all the other ships have like the Aquilo ship is waiting on Glover. Wait, yeah, I should really give it the 30 seconds past. Because if I go here... I guess there are still some of these guys, but still. Okay, we're finally doing work rate with speed 11. However, I'm gonna leave that for later. Let's do asteroid productivity for a little bit. 20 minutes until we get it. That's quite nice. Anyways, yeah. The issue that I mentioned earlier that was gonna happen has happened. Let's go and fix it. I'm gonna show you the quick fix for this issue. I thought about it earlier, I didn't implement it. It's this. So now, go somewhere else. And then, you know, yeah, sure, come back immediately afterwards. So, now... Oh wait, these are wrong. Keyboard is fucking dying again. I don't understand why. Okay, now. If I now move you around again, and now you come back. Woo! Now you will be parked there waiting. I do this. Yeah, no, it's like that. So now that train will just sit there and wait. All the way until this train goes. And only then will this guy head up. There we go. So that way stuff isn't blocked. But yeah, I'm happy with how this is going. I mean, sure, we only have 6 things here or whatever, but, you know, it's fine. I am gonna... I'm gonna open up fucking, Logi Options Plus, because my keyboard is having issues again. Maybe that fixes it. Yeah, it says inactive. So... Oh, the laptop is starting to have issues again. Yeah, that's a perfect way to end the video. Oh, man. Yeah, not connected. Just loses connection. Connected again. Is gonna turn off and is gonna like turn the Bluetooth off and on again. It's never done this before. Just starts doing it today for no reason. But yeah, this isn't all perfectly balanced, I don't think. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, the Bluetooth just shuts off completely. What the fuck? Yeah, whatever. There's gonna be a bit of a shorter episode. I have to deal with this. Bye-bye.